Ghana my adeshimai. Me mama chi e mama kwaba e de ba Citizen Television so. I Citizen Television de makache mo say ye wo homa mo abribia 247. Hey, no retreat, no surrender. Ye no. Ye de ye wo ho, ye di no kra na chi. Baby a no kra ni hye bia ba ko dwedwi. Ye ko fifim, ye ko pensem ni ya dwidwi ani no. Ye tu ase ye no kra ni ye tu ni say hum. Ni e de aba. Ye no ye Citizen Television. Ye na be di sa adwuma we. I dey be am catch am say ye deal with politics. E dey ka say politics na. Ye me no me anu o esanse o man na ye me no me anu dia. Ye me no me anu man. Sikatue mo, bibia mo, ye me no me anu dia. Enti ye hwe say ye mpanyimfo no dwumadi a de hye wo mu nsa no. Omu ye mayen, ana so omu nya mayen. Ai enu ntina Citizen aba. Si e ba hwem si e de dwumadi bi hye nipa asomasi nsa no. Wa ye ni ye ana say te sen. De bia na me ka me say ofanko ba wi akwan. Ofanko kwan. Yes, me sure ofanko a. Mo say ofanko ne ye omutu. Yes. Me we me nka poko ase de no. Me ka eye Bodriasi road de no. Papa say ofanko ho de na ya na me ka. Man pay de bia de tu ani na de bia begusu de atu ani mo esan say ye nim say sa wo time we ya aka de. Ebi wo mu kakra a obetimi dia ye kwan na fi ho no mama ye na me ka ne se nyema bi se o man panyin ya enya afi na nko man panyin obeye campaign Jesus we di kan ye ne campaign de da e kwan ye e campaign yes e kwan ye na campaign o muso watena so for 8 good years and so yes show say o kwan de sa akwan na aka no e wo se wutimi ye man na fi ho no me say ye hu na mane Enfutro kunye na aside enfutro nimpo yenkwa ho hia nti man panyu be hwese ye sika we akonya accident wo kwan we so esan ekwan me dem se da bia meka wo tsra eye police barrier honom na wo wenim kakra bia sa shabi road na nkrofo fason seka bi ba this de oba ni se ni so ogina ma de okoni betwem enya sa so this de okoni ogina ma de oba ni betwem Nyami bisa say sa kwan we ya so ko ya street light ni so street bulb bia ni sa kwan ni so nyami bisa say ebe siden e na ka kwan hyiampo emma because enye drivers for nyina na wo ka light o ogu ho an ka light ni kwan po eche obi touch light me ebu okwa me full light am use kwa no de nche obi ka light o use enti say ye nya street bulb na e kwan ni sign nya eye accident ni besi e na afa so sa highway na dada ho no nya ni kwa se ka highway kwa mpodo man panyin twen se ne manfo beka ansa na nko aye yesi wi ugusu a wo ye die se o se be ma onan abo to pa se be ye obeye kwan ne fi ho no na yesu ye nya ye ho afa ye ho esan se na afa so wo je no mo nye dia light mo sisi light ahodo na ye hia no Mfe bi mba ba kwan ne suma ye se light ba kwan ne so obi a park car esi ho no ma enwa ni se wo hu pa we die yesum ekwan yi so yesum ti se sa long truck for ibi park car esi ho no ma ye hu ba bi ai nenam nti esro man panyin se sa nyema ni nyina ye so betu ho na mama ye se yan kwa ho hia ye tinkwam a eni etimi akoto aba ma ye se ye ntimi enwu na yen samanfo emeto abanfa ma nti eso se ade a ede saa ne man besi nti eso so be tutu hu be sisi ni nyina ho ano kwan se be ya ye nyina ye betimi atena se asomdwem ai ma hwefo pa ye ma hwefo de ya na me fem ododo just say me jam ho one day pekura na me ra ho me ho asema ma de bi ayira ampa so ma de bia ira ma de no anemu esan se de bia mu make sure se mu be hwe me esan se mu nim se me de ade papa ana se me de ade foforo na eba enti me chia ma hwefo nya de bia me so so yakopon ne se on ton hrensuo ensu papa enfa ngu mu nyuma so esan se mo adwuma ne so aba na wunya sika e de akoto credit na what me de ahwe me se wadwuma na so aba me ye adwuma ye hu esan se me nyi obi ma na nhwe me we boost the immune system no ama me so metin ai enti me se yakopon se de bia abrena nu nyina ba bi obi anhira wo bia onyini nhira ma no nton supa enfa ngu obi anyuma so se be ye on so betini enya ho akwanya wetimi e de ahwe me de bia na sure se wo hwe ne so na wo subscribe se be ye abrena benu nyina se me video ni bi ba out a wo so betimi enya ho akwanya na afi so subscribe ne so na wo like it ai like mama na afefo adwen kire bresan so adwen kire na ade beba no ene be mama hu adwuma na meye no eso mfa so na se wo hwe me na se wan kire wa adwen a ase akwasi ko nso no gina sia nti wa adwen kire de hu hia ma ye hu se adwuma na ye no eso wani ma ye hu se asem na ye ka no edimu e wo se ye ka ana se ni kwan se ye ka ai wa adwen kire ya na hu hia pa ena afeso po ho no ma onim de ekoso e wo oman mu ai obiti oman mu onim class station wo kwa ye politics ye oman fo ho nsem nti wo na wo na be wanyankopon fa wo so se wo so fa cheche man krofo a omusu nim hu nim de bia no musu hu de ekoso e wo oman mu na menu mi eri nyina ye nyanhira sa pepepe emraso se otse kokoso na Abena Achaa Sikapa ode no ho Abena sokode baby no de mame baby ameka edi ankofo de frem abontin ani woto ai sanse me de oya abaji woto saa na mrane tie ai emraso se me de oman ade hye edwumadie me de ebeso mo na me bi sama asembio mo le teachers for mu ko strike Morning pass teachers for mu ko strike. Me nua wom, me ba wom, me nana wom, me pass wom, me bibia bi wom. Saa so na so bi wom. Aka metia we bi. Na enkura no kwa akwocho, do akwocho ni BC kwa akwocho. Do akwocho ni SS SS for no kwa mpona meju om ho amenti ase. Teachers for strike. E wo man yi mu. Eje na mampanyi ya afa ho. O mampanyi nim say teachers for strike. E wo nie man kitinkiti bi ho. E na the teachers for no so dey beto dwa no. Eye no kura esan say eye system. Police ni be police ni eja teacher ni so. Doctor ni be doctor ni eja teacher ni so. Soja ni be soja ni eje teacher ni so. Lawyer ni be lawyer eje teacher ni so. Empo mampanyi be mampanyi mpo no eje teacher ni so. Enso sankofu e ma me bu omu di nyina. Omu allowances be bread teachers for ni bi. Omu house na allowance. Yes e bi kura mpo ye 973 Ghana cedis. 973 Ghana cedis. Housing allowance teachers for ni bi. Omu duty allowance. And also ye 974 Ghana cedis teachers for ni bi. After so omu risk allowance. And you see 729 cedis. And it's teachers for ni bi. And so ba ansana aba monthly allowance. And the teachers for ni bi. And the same way no so madu who say abai ni sisi wo mu. And ye to di chani bi kwatu akura ase yes wa kasa ko han wo dan. Enti omu se ye mu samo se saa nyama we na mo de ma teachers for no. Omu nka service personnel for no ho ana. Omu so mpese omu hu. Omu hu se omu dwuma na omu di no emfa so bia ni so. I propose am na da ho no. Teachers union for na omu de aba beto mu. Teachers union na omu de aba beto ho no mu no. Omu so pese omu busa aban no. So omu de emfa so bia ni omu dwuma na omu di ni so ana. Eno mo dia ba beto ho no no. Mo fa allowances na security personnel ni other personnel no mo je no. Mo fa no so nto ho. Mo nzumi ni kese se be yankofo ani be hu. Mo nzumi ni kese. Omo so mo de omo ka hu bia na teachers for bre. Teachers for bre. Omo twa jajo, omo su. Omo si aban ni sisi wo mu. Enti omo fa fo mo ho adwen. Na hesi abana shamo mafo mu kwadwe no ebesidan ene enya police wom ebesidan ene enya lawyer wom doctors ewomo empo ya president for ya that president ewom ebesidan ene enya bi Ebesidan ene enya bi. Almost that was last 3 years, yes, because 2021 asem. Man penny babonten say or titi obia salary so almost 700 each. So every laptop. Every month they are almost 700 each. So 2024. Almost laptop no point buy. And so yet it's almost salary so salary na ka say yes ni asante so. Yet it's almost laptop so I'm not with my baby say teachers for salary now to tell you no so the bedroom laptop no the child on the better child student na my because almost up to date laptops now to see almost salary so no almost sankai na me busa teacher anyway any tia ben any obenya e dia kira akura de wo so ni ho enu ti na se nkura ni po obusa nkura ni se e dia na abaye emu 11 se omu ya 100 da betimi aka se emu 1 pe ene betimi aka se obe teacher ni enu professor aka se me nyaduma papa bi a mejai teacher aduma na nyaduma papa bi teaching work no enye aduma papa bi a enso ya beye se de esitie eje teacher ni so esas akura boy teacher ni won kira akura na de yie akura ni ma de teacher ni obo ne homode e de me na be ma teacher ni abo ne homode e de dija wo hoi enimu na nenam se ye nyina ye aban workers ye nyina ye government workers na obema ebinim allowances na ebinim nya bidie eye yaw e na ade me ebi mo intima payi ubeti teachers for ni sufra tie wo mu esase ye daache esase mo man ko school wo sa school ni mu bi muto mo man ko school ha sempe ade se mo man ko school wo Ghana enka teachers for ni ko strike no enka sa me nka ma sorry ezo be teachers for ko hu meeting omu nya results papa bi ho mu be hwe ama ye ma betene fi man panyi bi na wo ye this season and all the years Shahama teachers for our strike. Exams is just around the corner. SSC for more, BC for work is just around the corner. Oh, the share. No mutinous who go on for strike running. And I said, then I'm crying poetry. No move better for strike. And somewhere you're not a dream one in Tiasi. I didn't mean to say everyone teacher, the whole Ghana, everyone teacher, every month. One I was said yes, I will bring the panel laptop. No, who said it's in the panel catch so almost 700 each. Also, bring the laptop. One got some pen and calculate it 700. Per each teacher. Sa 3 years. Munfa pen to so. Na mo hwe sika dodo aba na hwie free teachers for hono. Wa wo mu allowances. Sika omu na eye. Sika no omu dan, omu na rent omu dan. Omu bi omu na rent sa allowances ya o ma listen tin teachers for teachers for ni mu fa. Ya post teacher ni bi o ti fie wo di pa wo pesika wo hand down wo sa kro ni so esa so check ya in and out no ontimi na say o bitin kra ni post no okumasa be wetima ko obetima ko school okumasa asa aba ontimi etira no this otena akire ai wa ye tuma dey e dia pesika wo kwa rent die enso nka teacher ni die e wo so obekura nka ne dan si wo deda. I was said ye woman penny I was said ye. A year boys quarters, teachers quarters. Ama teachers for Bangaro, I can see ama teachers for baby you block what nebia or kuna a day or home man out no rented dia or na suba jono. And so your baby is teachers bungalow. And your baby a bini. And so moon teachers for bro. As teachers for no more cost striker. And for baby meets your master. It's answer a system now by this woman. Say you know your workers, sir. And say there now to a bimudium, now to a bimudium. Uya, wow, who said, boy, who boyas are Brian soon. Your parents was I tell to say, be a bram laptop knows what Sam. I see it, say. Yes, I buy the Sikadiana. What tax and so? They say I do just for Sikaso, and also from my bossy boss as I cool. On my bed. Mama Papa Eric came last. No match him. It's not a media appointment. He said, Papa Eric back to him. Oh, make sure I could see or no one buys so. That's how my will call so. Papa, I'm more crab the ball, my other shares. Papa, wow, when it's here, and near my air cossy in Tia. The papa,
you have a medasi. Na yidi kana memfa asidama ukidampo yankopona are so etias na yentia edmeura bia Dr. K ni Pastor Ahmad Gamchao na nchira oba meni aba asin yom bia bia na mitaka se le sefami kuni ahan ya itasino benyansapo ni nyan se o ka animu asama ya na ka eti nanka ye hwe die sedie eniema teacher for dinaso ko striker chese esri ngwase chese entrese oman mpacho mo bantemu ye nya brese epese a chechero oman chese ye nya serious epese a chechero oman adia teacher for me I make them so be a week we may course be from the side of the security services now. They are also facing the same scenario. Most especially the renting allowance, no? The government is not paying them, and so they are using their money to rent their own apartment. And the teacher need to pay so. Allowances are what the man account now. Abwano ama na tumi apo brani yiye no. President they say and I said a company policy they have withheld those allowances in Tiampa. Now the President Nana Dango in his quest made a statement that teacher Jumano yenyempa enyi. But what I said. So it is in the mind of these teachers. They have kept this comment, whether they understood it or not, whether they got the conception of how Papa, the president, yes. Good. I not meet them said you know about information here. Being an information study student. As you said, you'll be a person, you know. When you disseminate information, all the sender, you may have different interpretations. And a receiver will also have different interpretations. And area there is a certain level of noise that has affected message, you know, or the information, you know. Because a noise here, it is a solitary information like maybe all can maybe na be born maybe all letter will do corrections a lot of things. And your yes. Now because of this political gains, any political experience, you know, it is not only Obia Nebetia, CSL, your novels watching. In the one, some comment no make arise some kind of suspicion. And my Goponia or Mampenuda okay, fine. If that is the case, young teachers, you know, you have rendered us a disdain. You did not accord us with respect. And yes, you have your wording. So Bekaya, was it last year or last 2 years? One strike me by a cola. So Bekaya, cost of living allowance. Yeah. And my teachers for the strike say, Miss me, that was my second year. I made 3 check because now cola president in Besse or Mobipia. These people stayed home for a very long time. You see, teachers work on striker. For more reasons, this petty reasons it can be easily be taken care of. But we be economists. Manko be no di omo business. Edi bu omo mind tie. Baby workers do so pa, the sector workers do so pa, market tuesa. But what tell me too pa. Baby workers do so pa, sector workers do so market tuesa. For instance, you say doctors are ketua and teachers are ketua to say. You could see that the teachers are enormous. And doctors are very scarce. And so doctor earning 5,000 a month. It is possible that teacher will collect or receive 2,000 a month. But what I say, but that doesn't deny them from allowances. That they are right to it is their right to enjoy. Reasons if you cry. I don't know why this thing should be a reason. I was said you Obi cause strike. Say me rent allowance arrears. I just said put in the car. You see, some of their reasons, most of them are arrears. That means the president has stopped paying these allowances, and that is what makes them feel okay because their salary is very small.
Okay, and to me the baby son say. No, it's all patches and maybe I was say Muko home strike.
No, they should. You see, I cannot make reasons. Like I was like, teachers, once you go to strike because of these things, but they should because at the end of the day, it gives them, it makes their life okay. They feel okay. But what I said,
education minister,
it is up to it is their task to realize that when now on my prospect, you see, sometimes the customer people think that. Some of us we will be we don't hate anybody, but oh my God, I said, teacher need cost strike. Why? Because rent allowance. Jesus Christ, and because of rent allowance, Akwadanda or JHS 3, SHS 3, JHS 1, KG 2, I also go class course or TVO on go school. Now you can imagine that the number of days of going to school now the teachers are on strike, and it has affected the days I was spending in school. That is why most of the parents will take their works to private schools. You see, sometimes it is not that you tell you, but the truth must be told. Now, we should put the politics aside. I don't want to be partisan here, but I want to sound like a citizen, a Ghanaian person, the person that thinks about Ghana. Now, the other time, I know it's an entry days, Vice President Mama Bamia, the president to be elected, if hopeful. Emma comment said. We need generational thinkers. Ghana needs generational, and it is true. We need generational thinkers. We don't need people that will force people to go to strike and affect the people. Now, teacher for strike how many days is? Have you ever heard the president or even the education minister? Say strike no one samra. Now the one student, one laptop, and lunching. People are hailing them because they are giving out one student, one laptop.
And Papa, who's my hair? Allowances, they never be no mujo. Omuji, you can't say, almost rent allowance, transportation allowance, assessment allowance, deprived allowance, utility subsidy, and CPD allowance to appear on the pay slip every month. You know, deserve it. And the part of it, or ideas, how you move your crowd say, or say, and even we all need our laptops. The laptops will be paying since 2021.
That means they have had an agreement with the government. I don't hear you. That means they have had an agreement with the government. They have gone to a meeting to discuss with the government. So they have tabled all these allowances. The government has accepted and promised to deliver. So they are demanding what they agreed for. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know how people will take that, but there's nothing to worry about because I am here or police about just fine. I am here what is it? It will speak just you to know that following the expiration of the collective agreement in 2023, negotiation of the new collective agreement should have been completed on or before 2024. But this has not been so. Thus, the new collective agreement stands unnegotiated. And if you raise this process in our latest paper, yes, let the 2024 and also inform the National Labour Commission as we gather in yes now, the visit is still. So you see that they have an agreement with the president. Yes, the job. Yes, the job. What I said. So this is just here. They have demand what they are right for. This is we should give respect to this profession because people are running. People are from teachers are very same teachers. Teachers are from UK. Teachers are traveling to UK. Because they are considered disdain here in our country. It's like they are gambling with the president concerning their salary as a career wrestling. They don't get salary to alright. So why should this be? Teachers are working. We have classmates. We have classmates of 30%. We have friends are of 30%. And what is for financial assistance? After that, one more class over because they themselves they need financial assistance. Sikapa, they need financial assistance.
Okay.
So what let's do is that the president should sit up. Now, they have always said that.
Morning, Papa. Me chawano. Producer, fa list no mo let's say no. Pacho zoom no. Me person me can asie kitu or say finally our efforts in this strike are not to be in vain. Please let the three unions hire professional labor. See, we are likely to come back empty. Papa to our woman so.
And it is true. If a researcher or doing research, and you know, why never research? When you first, I remember I don't want to class as a teacher. Now one prepare. I have a lot of classmates. They wear because they themselves they have prepared for the lesson. But what I said, so it is up to the government to make sure that all these allowances are paid. We are not here to insult anybody, but introduction I am many job. I say, how here? Yeah, come on, we are saying it until it becomes better. So I will be said, they should go and say we are not here to insult, but we are here to give a constructive criticism. We will criticize the government so that he will do what is better for us. Because the economy will collapse. I'm telling you. If teachers for one say if they decide not to teach again, the economy will collapse. And this is the reason. This is the reason why most of the teachers are traveling out of the country. I don't want to be a prophet of doom. By the time it's coming, so I'm planning for whether MPP, NDC, PNC, whatever will come. And he will not get teachers. We will hire people from abroad and then we pay them. Now nobody telling free about you know the amount that we give to the person because all our teachers are traveling. Now we call Dubai, we call Qatar, we call Canada. Some of them are traveling to UK. They say UK power no because I want you to
yes.
Oh, I want you to and at the end of the day, they are being respected.
That's what we need.
Good. That is what you're supposed to ask yourselves. Then, Omua, Savio, Mencaso Binade, Omua, Titino, Omunyadi, Evia, Savio, or what take head, Ocean will be teaching our people, but and can teaching here, and can wasn't here or more, or Munima, dear, and I can teach it. But because their salary is not good, because we don't pay allowances, that is why they are going. Now, let's look at the point. I say, so far, you want to this allowance. Someone is time. I have my friend, no tell you the northern sector of Ghana. Do you know biggest river nipa canoe so for example give on the friend
Kodro
give on the friend Kodro is panto so do you know all these things they don't have risk allowance and you expect them to come out and teach they won't. They will not do that because maybe a teacher here. You see, I will say that I'm speaking with passion. I'm speaking with I've been a sentiment, but let me be sentiment. Now me come answer because the issue is that teacher here or child here, every minute child here, every minute child here, every madam phobia or child here, and when they are going through this kind of issues, because me and woman and you need me, get them dead.
Thank God that.
Abra see. Point two.
Now I know me chema. Obi ti bi an ka teachers for so much papa be no mu chiro school mo na kakra bi an e strike.
You see, people talk with out of ignorance. One. And people want to be partisan.
Yo.
Ghana be here. My little knowledge I have. So man be here. We should avoid the attitude of being partisan. What's the issue? Then now NDC first or NDC first, you think that. Now listen, the reason why I don't talk much about the NDC is that they are not in power.
Yes.
And myself, I didn't vote for them. That is why they are at opposition. But on Omandehyie, over power there, if there is any issue, we don't need to go and speak against the opposition. It is the government in power who has to be held responsible. Now, Radia. Health number 2, health allowance for talk and etc. And too much talking from supervision of learners and dirty uniform, odor from body, wound, lack of bathing, dirty books we are marking every day. You see, they have listed it category.
Yes.
Categorically. Chalk for chalk dust because chalk the dust is very dangerous. I have taught before. Near the chalk at all. And they cry most of the schools who use mark and say but a lot of schools who use chalk. And you can see how a chalk will be blowing. And also said, anything. So every day you need to do washing. Now Radia. Number 2, too much talking from supervision of learners. You see, teaching the Juma. The reason why I left private teaching because Casa, go ahead. You can talk the whole day. There are some schools that let me give you this scenario. Let me tell you school. Let me tell maths and science. But what
me too.
Let me tell maths and English. Sorry, maths and English. Now, me started teaching Anopa 8 year. 8 with class 4. So ya no class 5. So ya no class 6. Now you go break. Intima homia, I just a break. If you break by me call JHS 1. Okay. And how to teach every day, anytime. Because of the kind of subject I'm teaching. Yes. So you will be talking, sir. So So you can imagine that you don't have any allowance to support this kind of work. You see, please, Omandehyie na na don't go for yourself. Citizen TV and so and what you are telling me is that do what is right to help these teachers. But what is rightful, what is it is demanded from you to do to them, do for them. Okay. This is simple. We know that teacher as you purported, you understand that. But there's someone there, you need to give it to them.
Yes.
Now me tell you. Over the Sikapa. So, please, these leaders are they telling us that our various ministers are appointed to Oman and Domestic Hand. Our various DCs are they? Oh, my friend, they should be.
I pay over petrol cry and yes, I'll come out. Nanka teachers for. Nanka teachers for.
You see, younger point 3. Point 3. TNT allowance. Oh, it is right. TNT allowance. A big job way. I'm telling you. Me say, actually, let us see, consider, or let's say, cite example, our northern sector. Because we are maybe of tea, was so tremble to two, just to go and teach. Just to go and teach. And you see, teacher didn't come up to a same say, I am going to teach so that I will make sure that on my ban Baba in your my papa. And then this teacher is suffering. This teacher is suffering. Now, I mean, question say. I didn't think a teacher from Kwan in this video. This is the question you're supposed to ask because the police are having this.
Yes.
The prisons officers are having this. The military people are having this. Why only teachers? Why? And the Dr. Eric Cancer, Director of Education, what is he doing about this? Now, when he was appointed, these teachers, they didn't like him. But at the end of the day, among all the things they're trying to do, so fine, you are working. So what are you doing about such issues? About these issues? Such issues where what are you doing about it? Are you going to sit there unconcerned? Almost a week, the teachers are in the house. And there's a classroom to but that is not right. I won't lie. You are a teacher. Work on strike, you have your right to go on strike. But you have no right to close schools. No school building. Oh, Yamra. On the benefit of education, let us educate our public that those who are within our public domain, almost subscribe or subscribe we are on like on comment no one say or sign panel on tears they say you see this is the comment that is eating up our mind that but it is you and I to observe them. Strike. Constitution strike and they are on strike. So why then but our leaders they themselves they violate this law. Everyone is equal to the law. The law is supreme. That is, it determines the supremacy of the law. Yo. But here is the case that our leaders, they themselves, they themselves do not recognize. They don't respect the law. They don't respect the law. So at the end of the day, and you expect me to respect the law? I will do it. And this is the reason why most of the people are saying but everybody did Obakroni Achaa. No, call them Sikapa 9.8 billion. A whole president cannot account for money, citizen taxpayers' money. And this is just like that. Into Obia for the and the president has to be arrested. And the president is not bigger than the law. So if you cannot apply the law to the president, how can you apply the law to me, a mere citizen here? Question you are some young queen.
I see a real say question 3.
No, point 3, no.
Say 1.4.
Good. Thank you very much for remembering me. Now, this is what you're supposed to understand. Say, on my no teachers only be bread. Oh, me teacher ni bia. O twam kuro be 5. Zama ko tira. Now we beka say I didn't know what now. Sana we beka. And I didn't know what now. But the issue is that you just say we be our preference. But we all prefer so better than sort.
Yeah.
Good.
We call better now won't mean chira.
Na o better community be bra aduani ni ho. Enso no light ni ho. Teacher ni be that no the light be bra every parent lesson note. I prepare what there are a lot of communities are light none or for that farming and bamboo aboso in so do you expect a teacher to sleep under such building? No. And what we are doing is that I was saying a kind of correction on penny no way the pattern way here. Now listen.
Point 4, no?
Class teacher and schedule allowance like assistant head, sports, culture, chef, etc. The chef, they don't have any idea about the chef. But for class teacher and schedule allowance like assistant head, wow, somebody is being an assistant headmaster and the person is not receiving anything. Meanwhile, as a GRA boss, he is receiving allowance for that.
Yo.
Deputy Ghana deputy CEOs now their deputies are receiving allowances, but assistant headmaster is not receiving any allowance. We are disrespecting these people. We are disrespecting them, and the truth must be told. I don't know the kind of work I will go and do. Whether I say I will be a politician or I will be a teacher or whatever, and I know we share a show. Or say me I make as a MP now. So if you are people who will see that me call a member of parliament to help. Yes, and I'm prepared to go. But I don't know the kind of profession that I will involve myself in or into. But the also say, every sector of the economy, and workable or perfect. If you teach any quatradia or then I know quatradia or the median echo. No wonder some of the teachers are beating up children on mercilessly because the work will happen. If you're somewhere, anyone upon the man, because he's not treating them well. These teachers are angry. If you're class here, not or the salary before, can you imagine that a teacher is receiving as low as 1,500 cedis a month? The salary is anyway my career. How is he going to take care of them? You see, you can't must say, hey, why are you speaking the truth? And that is the truth. That is the reality. That is the fact. The fact must be checked and must be told. Teacher, you know, if you are 1,500, 1,700, 2,000 cities a month, and you can imagine this teacher is taking care of 4 children, 5 children, 6, 2. How is he going to fend for these people? And you expect us to keep quiet? Me pacho, on mind this year show, we will talk about it.
Yo.
Now let's go to the 5. Now, question you go extra duty allowance, example, first time PLC meetings and etc. Teachers for me. I will say teacher for what?
Oh.
Because most of young footballers, have been successful because they were trained by these teachers. Through their sports and then you say we are power and acquiring so this sports also and yes what we are saying is that Omandehyie, please, with all due respect, go and turn to these people, turn to them, pay whatever they are demanding for, because a separate on so now of the Abena.
I ask some Papa. Answer na me dey me busa question no. Me pese e ko tie o mo recording kakraba. ye be kasa
recording.
Aye.
Okay.
Nti ye be kasa afa ho. Nti producer Bacho record and fato so much.
Yeah.
Here is the pay slip of a public sector worker way back in February 2022. The worker enjoys, an audit service worker enjoys a housing allowance of 973.20 cedis. Also enjoys duty allowance. There is also risk allowance available, which all amount to risk allowance amounting to 729 Ghana cedis and duty allowance of 974 Ghana cedis. All these allowances are enjoyed by same workers, same public sector workers in Ghana. The person's monthly salary is Ghana cedi 4,866 as of 2022. What are teachers really asking for? That there have to be a strike before these things are negotiated for. In the previous collective agreement, teachers are not given. The allowances include protective clothing allowance, rent allowance, or advanced medical care. They are supposed to be given advance to purchase durable household goods, continuous professional allowance, additional duty allowance for form masters, HODs, and house masters, transfer grant, allowance for teachers in deprived or difficult areas, salary advance, special advance, advance to purchase means of transport, death benefits, night allowance, vehicle maintenance allowance, travel expenses allowance, and many more. But according to teachers, all these are just on the paper. They are in the collective agreement, but they are not paid to them. So there is a need for the unions to renegotiate for things that can be paid, and it should be seen on their pay slips. Here is the new one. Aside other allowances negotiated for, the new one include continuous professional development allowance, deprived area allowance, teaching or assessment allowance, housing or rent allowance, transport or commuting allowance, utility subsidy allowance. These are just small allowances that are being requested for teachers. Other public sector workers enjoy these allowances. Teachers go to the same markets.
Let me react to audio. The beginning of audio no utia. Nipa no kasa I hope we teach him. He has listed all the allowances are public sectors. TO, which teacher is part of the public sector. And police here also teacher B. Now here is the case that the government has mentioned all this amount of money to be given to these public sectors, but they have neglected the teachers.
That is it. I don't have any problem.
They have neglected. Now, somebody said, these teachers are they not part of the public sector? They are not. But because of political expediency and political gain, some of them are not coming out to talk because Oba Bontia, hey, politics or MPC or MPP. Now they say Ghana's here. Say MPP or power now because it's here MPP or NDC. NDC or power now because it's here NDC or MPP. And as a matter of fact, no matter what they will label us, we are telling what is right. We are speaking what is right. You have listed this amount of money to be given to the public sectors. Now what has happened? Teachers there, almost they are also part. So they are fighting for what they are rightful of. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, Papa, maybe question you back, okay? As we met me, I can say, are they asking for much?
Too much. Are they asking for too much?
Yes.
Oh, me see uti audio na okoti that was a rent allowance. I'm almost 730 something.
And to back up back teacher ni back busa o mu say. Ama panyin meka mo mu nti asese. Esunu marketer sa nkrofo no edi o mu dwa. E na esunu market teachers for di o mu.
They are not demanding for too much. Are they teachers for pay? And so in charge the police niya. And so in charge the fire service niya.
Equal payment ro mu pay. And
so in charge the government bankers enya. They are fighting for what they are rightful of. Because Omandehyie who now say who say them are public workers. Which teachers are part of them. Now I say because now you have listed all this to give it to other police sector, but when it comes to teaching staff in India, you are not giving to them. What is wrong with that? Why? What is happening? Obia Dreamer Bontima can tell and say these teachers are demanding too much. Unless maybe the person wants to be partisan. You know, Sikapa and Penny Poor Din, Sikapa Din and Yafunafu, Sikapa Din, Rob Dini, more gas at the top here of training and say, what on channel. Can't it take care of, can't that this money take care of the teachers?
Miss Edna Cross, Obi send me comments. Na Papa, me share me delete comments. Na will. It's like I said, Ghana has a relaxers.
Oh, also it's like now
because teacher ni I listed the reason why to the cost strike. Obi be commenting was say. Mu pe ma dey that mu the way near be politics. Strike we am kwa emfa so be na so man mu nya esikadie. And I was like, really? E wo man we mu. Ba ko so comment obe make here. Ai, mu nim se man kire kwa na dey yi mu kwa ko failure ba. Enti mu the way never be make excuse. Ai! Ghana.
Now you see, Anameka says, people speak with out of ignorance, or they want to support a particular political party. They want to protect a political party. They say, "Oh my no, they have everybody has interest, but the interest has been like, let me protect my political party first." I used to do that because what I realized is that when you speak anything against the president or the leader, you are speaking against the political party, and it is denting the image of the political party because it was by hook or crook in many elections. So when somebody is appointed to work, he doesn't work to favor the Omano, he works to protect the party. Say, next election year, we win. This is the mind of a black man. Now listen, I don't want to say that you're lucky sense. No, I don't want to say that. If only it's the right word. But I think this time this is the right word to put. We lack the sense of building economy.
How?
We lack the sense of building better economy, making economy better. That is why we protect various political parties rather than protecting our minor. And can you against certain, police rent allowance, housing allowance. For what you I was say, now listen. Me pato resource never abonten. And Quran failure and someone fail.
Yo.
They taught them well and they are fast.
Yes.
So you cannot use that as a yardstick to speak against them.
Hey, Ghana dear, you know me do be who come on to ask you. Instead, see eventually I do never wow mine. Yeah, man Crawford down for ye boom Crawford them. Yeah, because someone said it's in Kaya, no son, go to Shania. The young cool family,
that is the problem we have today. Young people, you may give an example there. Because only Honintino, only Omo. And I might be say, partisan politics. I will edit the tribunal to the sense, say, a good father this way. Or young from Zona or Cape, hey, we are this.
They buy the same car from the same market.
A good father this way. Or you mistake your pen, hey, we are listening. Hey, now they say, oh, you nipa, or to me, I'm from so. But it takes a nipa, a walk, or money, and a become wasm. Now, we have brilliant people with knowledge. Nyakupon, I'm this expert at this professor, on which me up what on my teaching him. But it's unsaid. 1 or 2 reasons. Omo support party nintino. Omo problem go share party. Omo nka party no nti. Omo nya campaign party no. When there is an appointment, omo etimi affect her pa no. You will not give it to them, but you will give it to somebody on the qualified party. The person can pay for the party. If you get a test, you are being a change the party. So until we have that change of mind, we have that change of attitude, nobody is expecting that kind of because any year. Because teachers focus strike here, will be listen to commentary classes here. As if any panel said you want me, as if it's any panel because teacher didn't say or froka and tell or yego or penny massive. On no pay a yamat, no, that's the only one. When the man
was that issue we're buying, and I'm not met one. I miss and me see what bass show now. We are not. Now they compare almost salary or muja teachers for break. Because me should be near to two. Obey your ma with you. And I guess I said, almost snakes.
And yes, oh, because a senator, never senator one of the teachers. Do you know the amount of taxes that they are paying?
You see?
Do you know the number of taxes that they are paying?
And he said, teacher, me 1,500.
800 never back. Now,
and to be frank, teachers for break.
Yes.
Because me share one person about show now. Yeah, we are. Would you wear hardship near one man and one Samiana worker? It's not about politics.
No.
A hardship and a worker. And it is true. We are facing all these things. Now, maybe beside who say, but as much as I make me ask, I make task yet to whom a missing. Not teaching you on one and it's yourself, but some say you watch it. Now, suppose so many bedroom, then yes, says canon watch it. Or be young or more fear, a moving or teacher school fees, a moving or DSC, a moving or DSC. Hey! Teachers for bread.
The one says the gross net number 1,500. Never the gross net like any Sikapa the can inside. That means here a Janica 2001. Because 600 cities or 700 cities are caught as tax.
Shall data make us teachers funny, Brenny say? Nasa way we in Echi. Man penny sarcasm will be 700. Almost 700. Yet they fall laptops are bremwa. Teachers was coming on Munya debate.
Now the question is that laptop no buy. Buy me long give it at the same.
And my I don't know comes over your laptop from Muchia.
People will just stand there and they will insult you like.
But in reality, so
that's the reality. That's the fact.
Say we friends out teacher new grab so be per cran on penetration almost for this guy.
Teacher name is
yes, obi catch me plain say or the bed teacher and God be teammate.
You see, sometimes now is so not teacher need chef for 1 hour 12 years. We grew up to know how they are struggling.
Teachers for they are passing through a lot. But no who say omuka and said wom. And it's all bit finance or the politics yeah one. Yeah, people say oh but one back with teacher ni bio. Obe feel saying e be pa na be ya so dim sa wo ba e kira dia bo so me so agiska na so bo so me sika e wo so otimi de man won timi fa man o sa immigration ni yare a opo hospital free teacher ni yare a e ka obesambo hospital ni na asifem enti aban ai sa me kana so be paint me say me NDC ni ameka dia wasa wo je ni je me ye so sa na ma wa mu nyina wa ya ka teachers for mesu o ma ye hu meeting that means ha wo mu enti papa me sraw enu wa ban ni nkasa maye wa ban ni mi hu di oye no ho sha akachia na no ye bi obi dia to so no oje akachia ye di obi dia to so finance minister na akachia no oje ye de to so mo ankasa mo ni tua mo hu ye edan wom cars wom emponi petrol ya ne toma no na ankrofo na nam omuso ema ni benya asa dibre no show market omoje ya na areho etie yesu from ampanyi pa yesu ampanyi se onye hu bibi mayen sisi akamreti a wabi emreti a wabi na nkwan kwa akọchiro exams edie no mu kwa akọchiro teachers wo mu bro teachers for bra papa o chire ni wo bre man panyi man teachers for ni asem nya wo dadwen ma obahia asem nya wo dadwen ma ne nya okodam na awu seta teachers for we kwanko mu gi sa nya ma ne kwanko chai other security personnel no yes essence o madwuma no very risky say the na papa erekeka teacher ni bi wo hono twansuo ansa no atimi akọkira ade nti odu hono ma this wo bobo ne trouser no atimi afansuo ni makọ the love of the work me de bia me ka me say ikeye sikanti na teachers for bebre na akira ade a kasa no nkomagyae eso odu hono ma odo adwuma no odu hono ma o tra akra de ma akra ni ho na ni agye yeah, teachers for market you are saying. And teachers for Nadia, or who pay on budget, Kakana budget, almost had the two books at a check, a book to check pencil, erasers, sharpness, even crayon, a book to chenning in a. That catch you are saying. It is a teacher need to say, at the thread, yes, say, I bet to her. That's a no to fear. That's it, me now could draw a cassette. I did Papa Ben, I watch that. Now I pray on Prince Anya way. Ah. Ene bonia efu wo sa ni pa na betime bi wano akasa asem na se wan go school that's a school dem kwa wan si hoda Ghana ha se ye ni politics nsem anto nchen ni am face reality a ye se de ye aka echi no ye be san ka echi a chensa bisabi no bi anu se na teachers for ne cost strike no empanyimfo no mo ma wo mu bia na say komuma wo bia nkomu be hwese teachers for on strike ma ye di omu call strike e for 1 week ma ye di ma tenase mo busa mo ho sa menu mienu be pa na menu mienu ye ba ene wom ye ofa ase bi ye nua bi ai ye nana yes omu no omu wom empanyimfo ne mani mu bi it is an chronic cost other teachers for no strike na say chronic tifie omo tifie kwa so mo cost na say anko kire o ma dia ade papa be ne wo so enfa so be ne wo so wai na wo se me no mienu ye dadwe ne ho enye ye dadwe ne kese pa si anwere sa dia we hu na say de be politics ai e do hu say people that sunti and wo ya sa e do hu say NDC that sunti whether NDC ni whether NPP ni no akasa sa ye be brese ye be bre amantirima no so abre esa say de ankura ko school because baby a me no mi anu aduru ye pese ankura ne tra ho enu ti ne do mu ko school na say do mu ko school na ye ko strike because of abai ni numa bi e wose wodi na wontimi ndi ni yie ontimi nya na sadie binti enkura ne betena fie awo ma de suem se papa kan ene enkura ko mu ko school mu di na hen na kaka na mu be ko school se se be ko mu strike aka ho it's very bad. It's very, very bad. Man paying yesro. See teachers for no soon. Fanisa onana bi wom. Yes, Fanisa won ye bi eba wom. Fanisa wo fa ase. Fanisa omu wom. O be sha mo nkura na tena fie. Amoma di sua be ye basa. Man paying yesro. Ediame di pa wa chopa. Wo de se wanya bibia akura. Sa de we nkwa de yesro. Tuhu na mo ma ye wate. Na kamiti ya wabi. And omo kan omo person resume school with emptiness. teachers for be ko turo mo nkyira ade de mfa so be na wo so eti man payi sori waka fa wo na esi fom ye hu biribi yo ma pede ma wo mu senke tourist for the back home ha sank why yo ma pede ama wo mu teachers for no si yo ma pede ma wo mu yedim se obetie na sopem no wa ya amaye aha ena mre be ma me kwan e ma me di me dwumadi nyina aba awieye eya oti kokos na Abena Achaa Sikapa ai me ade bia me di oman ade hyem kotene bia na de bia me ka me si subscribers no me da mu nyina amase mama adwuma na ye me mre mama adwuma na se me time kra so aya na me ya isan se na me jam ho no ma ko benya na nke me ne mo bon komo sa throughout enso emre na nya me nko ame dia e wo se ebi kọ na ebi ba sa edu so na edu so o mne so twema na am na twem sa na adwuma na tie nti ya na me bon pa ye se nyankopon on ton hyire nsuo enwu madwuma so na madwuma no nye from enyi from sika mbram se be ya de bia mo benye sika na mo dia to eta na mo dia hweme Abena me ti hayi mo dia hweme eye oman ne da ache na me no mienu nyina epe ai nti me se yankopon se on to insurance enwu munuma so afeja me sika mo se mo subscribe mo gusu subscribe man krofo mo subscribe man krofo bebre se be ya o magu dwumadi a ekoso afresh wo subscribe na wo like wo share na wo like is one side wa adwenche so ba so for adwenche fa bonkum ni fa etire animu nchanchen nyina fa honum nya se be ye behu adwenche wo online na afresh wo se che mo obi anya bi nhwe no obi aso ehu de ekoso wo online me mamu nyina bye bye.